welcome back. If this is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. I know from the title of this you'll be thinking, what? Fish? Yes, I'm going to be looking at the name of seafood with you today. Fish and seafood. Why? Well, I was sat on my chair in a restaurant this weekend thinking, these people must be thinking that where I come from, we don't eat fish. People kept on asking me, how do you say this in English? And I thought, do you know what? I'm quite ignorant when it comes to the way you say certain fish in English. The reason being, my mum really only ever prepared about 3 or 4 different types of fish. And so these are the fish that I know. They're the most common, and these are the fish that you will find in your supermarkets in England, the most typical types. But what about the others that are just so popular on all the menus in Spain? Yeah, you will see so many different names of fish and seafood when you come on holiday or you just visit in Spain. You will see this. And people will ask you, how do you say this in English? I'm preparing you for that. I'm preparing you for that question. So, yeah, I've chosen the 10 most popular fish. Some of these you will know if, like myself, your mother prepared these dishes. But if not, well, some new ones for you. But these are definitely all the fish that you will find in every supermarket in Spain. So it has to be on the list, and you have to know them just in case you come to Spain or you just want to order something. And it's good to learn more in your own language. Even if you don't eat a lot of fish. There are more and more pescatarians every day, so there you go. New vocabulary for us. And what is great about this lesson as well is that it comes with expressions. You know that Spanish people got expressions from everywhere, and of course, fishy expressions too. So there we go, let's begin. Okay, bacalao. We all know this one because it is what we eat the most in England. Cod. Fish and chips, come on. That's what we use, bacalao. Okay? Everyone knew that one. So this is codfish, right? And the expression that they use a lot, and you will see, is cortar el bacalao. And what that means is to give orders. So I might say, aquí el que corta el bacalao es mi tío. So here, the person who give the orders, who's in charge, is my uncle. There you go. Cortar el bacalao. So that's the expression to give orders. Okay, that's our first fish done. Okay, another typical one that you will find on most menus in Spain is merluza, which of course is hake in English. Okay, hake. Okay, merluza. Now, if I say vaya merluza, I'm saying, oh my gosh, how drunk, you were so drunk, you're absolutely plastered. Did you see him last night? ¿Le viste anoche? Vaya merluza. So it's just saying, talking about drunkenness, okay? When someone's absolutely plastered, absolutely legless, then you would apply vaya merluza, okay? Referring to the state of drunkenness. Yo voy a tomar la merluza a la plancha. Okay? I'm going to have the hake. Okay? A la plancha means grilled. Okay? A la plancha. There you go. Alright. Merluza. Okay. The next one you're going to see, and you need to know what it means in English, is lubina. A mí no me gusta la lubina. Sea bass. I don't like sea bass at all. Lubina. Okay? Have you tried it? I feel as though these two fish are quite similar in taste. Well, that's just me. these are probably the two I have the most. I think they're quite similar in taste. Okay, next one, lenguado. Lenguado, you remember that because tongue, lengua, lenguado, which is soul. Okay? Right. Next one, rape. Rape is monkfish. I've never once in my life gone to a restaurant in England and said, can I have the monkfish, please? Never. Hake or maybe sea bass, and obviously salmon, which I think is the most popular one, at least in my area, but yeah, there we go. Okay, rape. There's an expression as well, rape, which means to cut very short. Okay, so I might say, me voy a rapar. Rapar is to shave. Me voy a rapar means I'm going to shave my head. Nowhere else, just your head. Okay? Rape, if I say, how should I do your hair? And I say, oh, rape. I mean very short, or shave it off. Okay? Al rape. There you go. Very short. Cut it very short. Short. Boquerón. Sure you know this one. Anchovy. Okay? Boquerón. Anchovy. So es un boquerón. If you describe a person like that, you're saying this person is really quite indiscreet. They've just got a big mouth. You can't tell them a secret because they'll just blab it all out. Vaya boquerón tiene tu hermano, eh? What a big mouth your brother has. Ah, es un boquerón. Okay? He's a blabbermouth. There you go. I like this very colloquial expression. Don't write it. It's just good to know what it means. Okay, moving on. Caballa. Does that look familiar to you? Caballa? Yeah? Of course it does. It reminded you of caballo, which is horse, doesn't it? Except it ends in an A. And this is mackerel. A mí no me gusta la caballa. I don't like mackerel at all. Caballa, okay? Caballa. There you go. This one we always forget, but I'm going to teach you a trick to never forget it, and at least you will remember one word from this list if you don't remember anything else. Atún. Atún is tuna. It's really easy translation because if you look, they contain the exact same letters. You take the A at the beginning and you put it on the end, and you've got tuna. How can you forget that? You won't be able to forget that ever again because I'm telling you now. Atún. Take the A, put it on the end of the letter of the word, and you've got the translation in English. Tuna. There you go. ¿Qué te gusta comer? A mí me gusta el atún. I like tuna. Let me know if that's a trick that you will use to remember that one. Moving on. Trucha. Trout. I'm sure you've seen this one as well. Trout. La trucha. En mi familia no comemos la trucha. And of course the last one is one that is exactly the same in English, so I don't even need to touch that one, but we had to put it on because it's perhaps one we know already. Salmon. The only difference is the pronunciation. In Spanish you will say the L. Salmon. Salmon. We omit that sound in English, the L in English. Salmon. Okay? Anoche cené salmón. Last night I had salmon for dinner. Salmon. There you go. Right. I actually skipped the expression that I had for you for the atún. Okay? Aquí está todo el atún vendido. So here, all the literal translation this is, here all the tuna is being sold. And it's just basically saying, nada que hacer, there's nothing to do here. There's nothing more to do here. So come on, go on, nothing else to see, nothing to do here. Okay, there's absolutely nothing we can do about a situation that's occurred. Okay? Aquí todo el atún vendido. Todo el atún está vendido. Aquí está todo el atún vendido. Okay? I like that expression. I think it's quite funny. Right, okay. Let's move over to the seafood, which perhaps you will like a little bit more. Okay, ostra. Ostra. Do you know what ostra means apart from oyster? So, in terms of seafood, it's an oyster. Ostra. What? That's your homework for today. What, if I say ostras, what would I be saying in Spanish? I'm not going to give you the translation. It's very colloquial. Look it up and let me know what it means. Okay? Oyster. But the expression I will give you with oyster is aburrirse. Aburrirse como una ostra. Okay? To be bored stiff. Okay? Or to be bored to death. Aquí en casa me aburro como una ostra. Okay? Being at home, here at home, I am bored stiff. I'm bored to death. I need to go out. Okay? Necesito salir. I need to go out. Me aburro como una ostra. Okay? I love that. Love that one so much. Right, moving on. Gamba. Now, this depends completely on the size. If you say una gamba, the small ones refer to what we would say shrimp, and the larger ones are prawns. Okay, so the prawn or a small shrimp, gamba. Okay, en Navidad se come mucha gamba aquí. Okay, in Christmas we eat a lot of prawns or shrimp here, gamba. Sounds like a song. Gamba. Okay, that's something else. Anyway, moving on. Almeja. Okay, these are all very popular. And if you yourself have not been to Spain, ask your parents. Okay, which one of these they've seen on the menu. Okay, almeja, which is clam. Feels as though this is something that's on most menus, especially in coastal areas. Clam. Okay, almeja. Why does it remind me of something? What does it remind me of? Can't think right now. But anyways, moving on. Langosta. Langosta is a lobster. Okay? So lobster is reddish in color. Okay? A lobster, which a lot of people have on special occasions. Next one, mejillon. Plural, mejillones, which is mussel. Okay? Aquí los mejillones son muy caros. So mussels here are very expensive. Mejillones, mussels. And remember, it's not like mussels as in your muscles, it's mussels spelt without a C. Okay, so M-U-S-S-E-L, mussel. Okay, these are all shellfish. Okay, right, moving on. Cangrejo. ¿A ti te gusta comer cangrejo? Okay. Crab. Have you eaten? Let me know. Have you had before? Cangrejo. And the last one is bogavante. Now, I know I put that bogavante is lobster, but it's a different type of lobster. They have so many names for just lobster, and so if you are not a specialist in lobster, you don't know. Some of them are Norway lobster, some of them are... I'm not an expert in lobsters, I just know they're lobsters. And so this is why I've only put langosta and bogavante. So to sort of distinguish the two, you remember that langosta is reddish in color and bogavante is sort of greenish. They come in a greenish tone or a brownish tone, or so green, bluey tone, or brown. So that's how you know the difference between your lobsters. That is it. I hope to see you soon, and let me know, what's your favorite fish? Let me know, and that is it. And before I go, Do not forget to subscribe and share your thoughts on this video, and let me know which ones you knew and which one you didn't, and what is your favorite fish dish, seafood dish. That is it. Until next time. Okay, bye guys. Oh, don't forget to subscribe.